On our way back from visiting the Lake Temple and the Handora Gate, we proceeded back to south to visit the Tanalot Temple or the Sea Temple. We had lunch on the way at an Indian restaurant. On the way from there, Mr. Gede, our local guide, suggested that though it is not in our itinerary, we could visit a coffee estate and see how Luwak coffee or Civet coffee is made. Kopi Luwak, also known as Civet coffee, is a coffee that consists of partially digested coffee cherries which have been eaten and defecated by the Asian palm civet. The cherries are fermented as they pass through a civet's intestines, and after being defecated with other fecal matter, they are collected. Asian palm civets are increasingly caught in the wild and traded for this purpose. Kopi Luwak is produced mainly on the Indonesian islands of Sumatra, Java, Bali, Sulawesi, and in East Timor. It is also widely gathered in the forest or produced in farms in the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and Ethiopia. In India, coffee is extensively grown in Coorg in Karnataka, and during one of our visits there, we found civet coffee on sale. Producers of the Luwak coffee beans are of the opinion that the process may improve coffee through two mechanisms: selection, where civets choose to eat only certain cherries, and digestion, where biological or chemical mechanisms in the animal's digestive tracts alter the composition of the coffee cherries. The traditional method of collecting feces from wild Asian palm civets has given way to an intensive farming method in which the palm civets are kept in battery cages and are force-fed the cherries. This method of production has raised ethical concerns about the treatment of civets and the conditions they are made to live in, which include isolation, poor diet, small cages, and a high mortality rate. Although Kopi Luwak is a form of processing rather than a variety of coffee, it has been called one of the most expensive coffees in the world. The origin of Kopi Luwak is closely connected to the history of coffee production in Indonesia. Dutch colonialists established coffee plantations in Indonesia and imported beans from Yemen.
We have Luwak coffee. So the Luwak coffee, that's coffee from the poo of the animal. The name is Luwak. So now you can see the coffee process first, and down there we have also the activity, we have swing, and after that you can drink coffee upstairs. And when you drink, you can see the animals, you can see the Luwak. So now you can follow me go down.
In the 19th century, farmers in central Java started to brew and drink coffee from excreted beans collected at their plantations. Coffee beans that traversed the gastrointestinal tract of an Asian palm civet were thus subjected to a combination of acidic, enzymatic, and fermentation treatment. During digestion, digestive enzymes and gastric juices permeate through the endocarp of coffee cherries and break down storage proteins, yielding shorter peptides.
So after we collect, we need to dry first, and after we dry, we need to wash by hot water that until become the white color. And after that, we need to open the skin. We're doing like this, and become this one.
So that is the poo as such, without doing anything, without washing. That one.
That one?
Yeah, without washing.
Yeah, that one is without washing,
Yeah.
and that one is ready washed. And after this process, we need to roasting there. So we roasting by traditional process. And
This
then this
mangosteen rind, yeah?
Mangosteen we using for the tea. We take only the skin
Now what do you do with the skin?
for tea.
Tea. Oh, I see.
So this is the process. We roast it at around 45 minutes until 1 hour, and then after that we need to brown it like that, and then we need to filter.
Yeah.
Become that's ready. That's for Bali coffee. So for Bali coffee we use Robusta, and for the Luwak coffee that's both Arabica and Robusta.
Both.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's mix.
This alters the composition of amino acids and impacts the aroma of the coffee. In the roasting process, the proteins undergo a non-enzymatic Maillard reaction. The palm civet is thought to select the ripest and flawless coffee cherries. This selection influences the flavor of the coffee, as does the digestive process. The beans begin to germinate by malting, which reduces their bitterness. When performed in nature or in the wild, these two mechanisms achieve the same goal as selective picking and the wet or wash process of coffee milling, harvesting optimally ripe cherries and mechanically and chemically removing the pulp and skin from the cherry, leaving mainly the seed. Traditionally, excreted coffee beans were collected directly in plantations and forests. As the international demand for Bali Luwak increased, some producers turned to caged production methods to increase yields. The taste of Bali Luwak varies with the type and origin of the excreted beans, processing, roasting, aging, and brewing. The ability of the civet to select its berries and other aspects of the civet's diet and health, like stress levels, may also influence the processing and hence taste. Several commercial processes attempt to replicate the digestive process of the civets without animal involvement. Researchers with the University of Florida have been issued with a patent for one such process. Brooklyn based food startup Alfinia has also developed a patented fermentation technology that reproduces some of the taste aspects of Kopi Luwak while improving coffee bean taste and nutritional profile. Vietnamese companies sell an imitation Kopi Luwak made using an enzyme soak which they claim replicates the civet's digestive process. Imitation has several motivations. The high price of Kopi Luwak drives the search for a way to produce Kopi Luwak in large quantities. Kopi Luwak production involves a great deal of labor, whether farmed or wild gathered. The small production quantity and the labor involved in production contribute to the coffee's high cost. Imitation may be a response to the decrease in the civet population. Investigations found fraud to be rife in the Kopi Luwak industry, with producers willing to label coffee from caged civets with a wild-sourced or similar label. Genuine Kopi Luwak from wild civets is difficult to purchase in Indonesia, and proving it is not fake is very difficult. There is little enforcement regarding use of the name Kopi Luwak, and there is even a local cheap coffee brand named Luwak, which is occasionally sold online under the guise of real Kopi Luwak.